Hi, everyone. Welcome to Teach, Learn, and Connect with Real Life Healing. My name is Lane Adams, and tonight I'm going to be sharing with you more MetaPWR. This presentation is part of the Reclaim Your Health presentation that doTerra provided for us, and it is full of information about the entire MetaPWR system. The entire Reclaim Your Health event is all things doTerra, doTerra lifestyle, and discussion about the wellness pyramid. We all know that everything affects everything else. So when we talk about our wellness, we don't want to just focus on one particular area, but at the same time, tonight we're going to be talking about the MetaPWR system and about our metabolic health. So I am grateful that you're here, and we're going to get going. This is being recorded, so it will be able to be shared. The MetaPWR system is really an amazing system, and I'm excited for you to go into more depth with this system. Have a pencil and paper, jot down some notes, and take some screenshots of some of the slides, because I think you're going to really enjoy the information that you see tonight. So we are going to get started. Tonight, we're talking about metabolic health and the MetaPWR system. So first, we need to understand what is metabolic health. Good metabolic health means that your body can digest and absorb nutrients from the food that you're eating without unhealthy spikes in blood sugar, blood fat, inflammation, and insulin. It's important to avoid unhealthy spikes because they can contribute to unfavorable long-term impacts on your health. Optimal metabolic health lowers your risk of damage caused by metabolic imbalances. If you do a search today on metabolic health, you're going to find lots of information. It's definitely a hot topic. It's not new. The topic is, our metabolic health has always been, but maybe we haven't focused on it or realized the impact it has on our overall health. Poor diet, high levels of stress, and sedentary lifestyle all negatively impact our metabolic health. And this in turn puts us at risk for issues with blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar imbalances, and also larger waist circumference. So a bigger, thicker middle. And those are some issues that you might struggle with, and also you might be adding to when you have poor metabolic health. But there's good news. When you take control of your metabolic health, you're also able to slow biological aging and extend your health span. We're going to be talking about lifespan and health span in just a minute. Some of the latest research at Harvard and other top-tier organizations show that metabolic health and biological age are inseparable. And that means the stronger and healthier your metabolic function is, the younger you'll feel from the inside out. In fact, it's a fact of life. As you age, so does your metabolic function. And because your metabolism influences your energy, your weight, your body composition, sleep, and even your cognitive performance, a decline in metabolic health can have dramatic impacts on the quality of your life. Putting it simply, taking control of your metabolic health now is how you take control of the rate you age inside and out. There's a big difference between your lifespan and your potential for health span. Because of medical advances, people are living longer, but not always with the quality of life that they want for fulfilling, powerful lives. Lifespan actually has exceeded health span in our culture, meaning we're living longer, but not necessarily with the vitality and health that we'd like to have all those years. In fact, the last 8 years of life are statistically spent with inhibited enjoyment of life because of health limitations. So you can look at the chart and you can see the lifespan and how our health span declines as we age. And that's to be expected at some level because we are become a little weaker. We might have injuries and other things that have impacted our health. But if we can look at the orange line and keep our lifespan, as our lifespan extends, if our health span doesn't decline as early as you see in the black and the gray line, that's a better outcome. So it's not just the effects of aging. Life is full of stressors that can make us feel much older than we are. We get aches, we can't sleep, we experience brain fog, and that's where that dip starts going in the health span when you look at the chart. We can feel like we're working overtime just to get through the day. That's not really how we want to live each day of our life. And that's not how we want to feel in the extra years of our life. And even though we've gained some extra years, maybe through medical advances, we also don't want to be not to be in a situation where we have no joy because we're not able to do anything because we feel awful. So what's preventing us from living vibrantly? Well, because the truth is you can't control how you feel. It's time to close the gap between lifespan and health span. And that's what that orange line indicates. We're going to listen to Dr. Riggs. He is a medical professional who works with doTerra, and he's going to be sharing with us some information about lifespan and health span.
How do we close that gap? Even for the average healthy person, aging markers begin to show up in your 20s. By the time you reach 50 years old, your body is producing about half the NAD+ it was when you were 20. What's NAD+? NAD is responsible for two types of reactions in the body: metabolic function, which converts food and nutrients into cellular energy, and cellular integrity, which protects your cellular energy factories. Because NAD+ levels steadily fall as you age, there are important implications to metabolic function and the negative effects on DNA that snowball as NAD levels decline. What does that mean? As you age, so does your metabolic function, which plays a role in cellular wellness. And because your metabolism influences your weight, body composition, energy, and even cognitive performance, to close the gap between lifespan and health span, you must take control of your metabolic health.
There are 4 obstacles to metabolic health that we have to overcome. Maturing fat cells, you can see this on the screen, cellular integrity, spikes in blood sugar already in the normal range, and then inferior supplements. We're going to hear some solutions for all 4 of these. All of these metabolic health obstacles affect our health span, making it hard to live a vibrant life. doTerra's new product system for metabolic health support is going to fill in the missing piece in your wellness lifestyle plan. It's formulated with the intent to support naturally increasing NAD+ and NADH levels in your body. These are words that I have a very hard time pronouncing when you say them all out. So if you want to know what they are, I can spell them for you at the end. But we're just going to call it NAD+ and NADH. And you can even look those up and you're going to find information on them. These actually support your cellular integrity to make sure your cells are behaving the way they're supposed to. The metabolic system, MetaPWR metabolic system, helps smooth out spikes and dips in your normal range blood glucose levels by promoting healthy insulin activity and response, as well as curbing cravings and inhibiting your fat cells from maturing. Our new product line was created to provide support for your body on a cellular level and help you live a youthful and vibrant life. And it's new, meaning hasn't been a full year since we've had this MetaPWR system. So let's take a look at the first part of the system. And really the focus of the system is the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend. It's commonly understood that through healthy eating and beverage choices combined with regular physical activity, we can reduce the size of our existing fat cells. MetaPWR Metabolic Essential Oil Blend is uniquely formulated to support these lifestyle choices by curbing hunger cravings between meals. Plus, recent research on the new MetaPWR Essential Oil Blend has also shown it can limit the development of new fat cells and growth of existing fat cells. So here's where things get really exciting. Remember, your cells, including fat cells, don't live forever. By using any of the MetaPWR Essential Oil Blend combinations, which you can see on the screen, daily, combined with natural cell death and turnover, we have the potential basically to freeze our new fat cells at their smallest size. That means that MetaPWR Metabolic Blend can support your goals now and long term, and that's why it's such an important part of the MetaPWR system. And actually, it's probably the most simple part of the MetaPWR system. Not that any of it is difficult, but we know how to use oils. If you already have a doTerra account, you know how to use oils. So that's makes it pretty simple. And most of us can chew gum and walk at the same time. So we're pretty good with that too. The MetaPWR Metabolic Blend has the doTerra certified pure tested grade oils of grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark essential oils. And when all 5 of these are combined together at the right ratios, something powerful happens. They inhibit fat cell maturation. That means it's reducing the likelihood of your fat cell growing and curb cravings, as well as supporting overall metabolic health. I had someone ask me today if the Slim and Sassy was still available, and I said no, because the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend essential oil in the 15 ml bottle is the same oils as Slim and Sassy, but it's different ratios. And doTerra did quite a lot of research to find the perfect ratio of those oils to find better outcomes over time. So pretty exciting. So, you know, I find that people that if you liked Slim and Sassy, you're definitely going to like MetaPWR. If you didn't like Slim and Sassy, MetaPWR is a little, I don't know if I want to say sweeter, but it just is, it's a really, really good combination. I think they got it just right. So not only for if it works well, but also I actually enjoy it. It's been said that each time your blood sugar spikes, you age. If you've driven with a teenager when they get behind the wheel for the first time, I remember when my daughter learned to drive, and I think we were on the freeway, and the cars in front of us weren't moving very fast as we were coming up on them. And I kept saying, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, because she wasn't slowing down fast enough. So when you speed up and slow down your car, it's hard on the engine and on the brakes. Okay, so when speed spikes, and you also use a lot of gas, if you like punch it, you're going to use a lot of gas. Well, our body is very similar to that engine in your car. So your the amount of energy you're using, your fuel, and also your brakes, having to stop it and bring it back. So even normal range spikes and dips in your blood sugar can be hard on your body as well, and continue contributing to poor functioning cells. For most of us, we naturally have post-meal blood glucose spikes. So after we eat, our blood glucose level typically will rise, depending on what you ate as well. But and a little bit of that is normal, but a drastic spike is not. Well, it might be normal, but it's not healthy. Some of us may also experience dips if we go too long between meals. So I know for me, that's something I more struggle with because I don't necessarily feel hungry. I will then all of a sudden realize I'm really tired, or I'm getting cold, or I might have a headache. And I realize, oh, my blood sugar probably dipped a little low and I need to eat something. And this is what I love about this MetaPWR metabolic blend. The more we can smooth out the spikes and dips in our blood glucose and insulin curves, the better. And of course, this also helps to optimize our energy with more evenly sustaining our energy levels throughout the day. So that's the MetaPWR blend. Now we have the MetaPWR Assist. This decreases post-meal glucose spikes. So this is something that is going to work directly with the food you're eating. The MetaPWR blend is something that you're having throughout the day in your water. You can chew the gum, you can have a beadlet or a soft gel and kind of just use it throughout your day. But the MetaPWR Assist is to be taken 20 to 40 minutes before your largest meal of the day, or your most carb-loaded meal, or some people say your naughtiest meal of the day. And some people are taking it twice a day because that's what they need to do for their own health. But most people have one larger meal in a day. And so this is what you're going to think about with this MetaPWR Assist. And it is as simple as taking one little capsule 20 to 40 minutes before you have your biggest meal. This supplement's going to smooth out the curves in your blood sugar around meal times. This product is key for closing the gap between your health span and your lifespan. We want to not only live longer, but we want to have maximum life in the years that we have. So MetaPWR Assist features mulberry leaf extract, which has been shown to reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 13% when taken with your meal. So the mulberry leaf extract helps your body to metabolize the carbohydrates you just ate more slowly, which means it turns those fast carbs into slow carbs, and which slows down and lowers that rise in blood insulin levels. Of course, MetaPWR Assist is designed to be paired with a healthy whole food approach to eating. And I mean, kind of the point of that is it's not like, oh, yay, I have MetaPWR Assist, I can eat something that's terrible for me. I mean, every now and again, we are going to have a carb-loaded meal. We're going to have pizza, pasta. I mean, we're going to have something that even oatmeal, honestly, is very carb heavy, even though it's a more complex carb. It's still, something that could, potentially with fruit in it and whatever, honey or brown sugar or maple syrup, it could help have you spike a bit. So there are, we want to eat healthy, but this is going to support us because we all need a little assistance at times. When we have a whole food diet and regular exercise, that's going to be the best way to promote healthy blood sugar regulation. But less than 7% of the US population has optimal metabolic health. So most of us really can afford a little support, and this assist is what we need at meal times. So the next part is super important. And there's two key things I want you to understand about the relationship between aging and cellular integrity. First, collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. And there are 28 types of collagen in our bodies. Collagen is a key component of connective tissues that make up tendons, ligaments, and muscles and other body parts. While collagen is something that humans and animals produce naturally, our natural production of it also drops with age, which is very common for a lot of the things that our body produces. But it's starting around age 25. So when you're 25, you're not thinking about, oh, I'm starting to age. My collagen levels are going down. But it's a real thing. So collagen is what gives your skin its elasticity and firmness. And it also, it gives supports your lean muscle and connective tissues. Connective tissues give your body structure and strength. For example, the ligaments in your knee are comprised of collagen. They allow your knee to flex and bend and absorb shock. As we age, or simply as a result of an active lifestyle, which you find with a lot of athletes, they have a lot of issues with their ligaments and tendons from overuse and wear and tear. So not so sure they were healthy when it comes to activity, but they're still got a wear and tear on their ligaments and joints. So repeated stresses that we put on our joints, muscles, tendons, and other connective tissue needs support. So even the presence of like walking daily takes a toll on our collagen containing tissues. Now, that doesn't mean we want to just sit around, but it's just a fact of life. It's like we drive our cars for a reason, but our tires have wear and tear. And the more we drive, then, pretty soon we need new tires. So we're hoping to help people not need new knees and other things. Second, that NADH, remember I mentioned, and the NAD+, those are crucial for mitochondrial maintenance and energy production. That is your energy production in your cells, your little energy factory. NAD+ and NADH production begins dropping dramatically around, guess the age, 25. So those two things convert food into energy and offer protection to our cellular energy factories. And without sufficient NAD+ levels in the body, our cells are not able to generate any energy to survive and carry out their functions. So basically, without the NADH, we would be on a fast track to basically doing nothing and having no energy to do anything. There is new research and new studies and newly discovered science that is helping us understand how we can supplement to support production of NAD+ in our bodies, and no matter our age. Preclinical studies suggest that supplementing with NMN is, and that is a precursor to NAD+, may increase NAD+, leading to more youthful functioning of cells and body systems. So that's a lot of information, and the acronyms are a little easier than the words. I have the words here. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, that's NAD. So that's why we're saying NAD. And I'm not even going to go with the other ones. Well, the other one's the same word with hydrogen added at the end. And then the other one is NMN is nicotinamide mononucleotide. So there you go. I'm going with NAD and all that. It's a little bit easier. So now we get to take a look at collagen. So here are some highlights for why the collagen in the next product we're talking about in the MetaPWR system, the MetaPWR Advantage, is superior to anything else you might have tried. In fact, I was just at Costco the other day and I ran into someone that I know, and I heard her say, as we were parting our ways, and she said, I heard her say to her husband, "Oh, I need to remember to get my collagen." And so she went over and got the collagen at Costco. And I thought to myself, oh, I wish I could just say, don't spend your money on that because you're actually not absorbing a lot of it. I used to buy it too, and I took it too, and I'm sure it did some good possibly, but now that I know more about collagen, I'm guessing it wasn't probably even in small enough form for my body to use it. Also, other people sometimes will put our collagen in our coffee, which the heat actually is damaging to the collagen. So it's like we spend our money and ruin things that might be helpful. So let's look at the MetaPWR collagen. First, it's 12 times more absorbable or bioavailable than other collagen products. Second, most collagen replacing products only feature 1 or 2 collagen tripeptide types, while MetaPWR Advantage contains 9 unique collagen types. So you can see all the collagen types there. You can take a screenshot if you'd like. And it's important to what happens in nature is it's very complex, and it allows for balance in our system, and then things work better. It's kind of like when we isolate a nutrient, that's great, but it may not work so well all by itself. It might need something else with it. And so These marine collagen types that doTerra is using in our MetaPWR Advantage make it bioavailable, meaning our body can do something with it. All right. So not only is there the different marine collagens, there's also 12 synergistic ingredients in MetaPWR Advantage that give your cells what they need to support cellular integrity. MetaPWR Advantage is delivered to you in hydrolyzed powder format for a more active and bioavailable delivery system at the time of taking it. Simply mix it with water immediately before you drink it. So this is the list of all the other ingredients. It's great to see those. I mean, that it's got liposomal vitamin C in it. This is going to help you use the collagen better. There's a lot of information about a lot of these other, you could even go and do a search on some of these other ingredients that are in this, and they are power packed. But this next slide I really love. So this next slide shows, you might want to take a screenshot so then you can make it bigger, because that was the best I could do to get it all to fit on there from the picture I had. This next screen prices out Advantage's individual ingredients, like if you were to buy them from other reputable companies, and then versus if you add up the price of all of those ingredients, that's what's in doTerra's Advantage, and you're going to, that's $360 worth of ingredients. And then you've got doTerra's MetaPWR. So, you know, I know that it feels like a lot of money when you spend on things like this, but honestly, there are ways that doTerra helps people get these a little bit for a lesser price. And then we have our loyalty program, so you're earning back. But when you think about your health and being able to move in your later years, and it's so important. And then for younger people who are, and even I guess older people who are still concerned, like really concerned about their skin and how beautiful it may look, or their hair, all that. Of course, we all like to look nice, but if that's really like you know, that vanity is important to you, then investing in something like this is so important. For me, it's the brain, it's the cognitive, the eyesight, and then the joints and muscles for me that I'm like, okay, this is so important to invest in for my health and my future. So that is a great slide. So here's the Advantage. In this third step in the MetaPWR metabolic system, it's combining the power of marine collagen and yeast longevity complex containing NMN and NAD, plus 10 other synergistic ingredients to target cellular integrity as well as health span. And it really is a powerhouse. This is the product that's going to replace vital collagen tissues it's going to replace vital collagen your tissues need and support natural production of NAD plus in your body. So that's energy. If you remember that NAD plus has to do with our energy stores as well. It's going to help you slow the signs of aging, both inside and out. The 12 synergistic ingredients in Advantage give your cells what they need to combat cellular deterioration. And the result is slower biological aging, more elastic skin, improved cognitive function, leaner muscle tissue and connective tissue, and then improving skin elasticity and firmness. So this really is a game-changing powdered supplement that you're going to mix with your water in your shaker bottle daily to extend your health span, regardless of your current age. There really is nothing out there that even compares. I'm going to grab the bottle I like to use, if I can find one. Yeah. So my daughter uses the MetaPWR. Well, she uses all of them, but she's, 31 or almost 2. And then my older daughter does too. But my middle one, really, she's very mindful about her digestion, what she eats, her skin, her hair, all of that. It's very important to her. And she's worked hard to be able to heal her gut and have a healthy digestive system. So she really finds benefit with this product and really loves it. And, she's 31. So I got some of these bottles given to me. I just have that in there because it's part of the MetaPWR thing. But we just put ours, we probably fill our water about this full. Then I add a few cubes of ice because that helps it kind of stir it up. And then I pour in my MetaPWR, and then I just shake it up and then drink it. If I want to put it in a pretty glass, I was doing that at the beginning when I was really excited about MetaPWR, and I still am, but it was fun to have this yummy drink in the middle of the day in a pretty glass. And now I have it in my pretty bottle. So once I got these bottles, I was like, oh, this is great. So super simple. You don't have to have anything fancy. You don't need, you can have fancy things, but you don't need to. So that is the advantage. So we're almost finished. We've outlined the pillars of metabolic health: healthy eating, daily movement, healthy connections, stress management, and smart supplementation. We do that in our doTerra wellness lifestyle pyramid, and it's very important. And smart supplementation is how you can get a greater return on the efforts that you're putting into the other pillars, like getting sleep and exercise and eating well. These products, combined with healthy lifestyle choices, are a powerful key for unlocking your personal wellness. MetaPWR is not a single product, it's an entire system designed to be customized for your metabolic health. So as you can see, the gum and the beadlets and the oil and the soft gel, those are all one part. They're just like one part of it. And then there's the assist and the advantage. So there's really only 3 parts. They just give you lots of ways to use the MetaPWR blend throughout the day. And I'm going to show you one more thing about that. So as a system, it's great. If you want to get started or help someone get started, I like just helping them get started with just the oil, just to start. And then maybe if they're ready and really excited about the collagen, the advantage, and then possibly the assist after that. And then, so to help people ease into it. Another tip with the assist is when you take the assist, you can take a PB assist or probiotic with it. And that helps as it's slowing down your how your carbs are being digested. It is the PB assist is like helping the good gut bacteria like have a feast. So it's a good thing. So pairing PB assist with MetaPWR assist is a good idea. The other tip that I'd like to share is when you do the MetaPWR advantage, you don't want to have food in your stomach. It's really better if your stomach has no food. And there's a variety of reasons, but that's just, I'm not going to go into all that, but we found that's the best. Some people, if they do have food in their stomach, first of all, it just kind of interferes with the whole absorbing of this, but also some people get feeling bloated and digestive issues if they have food in their stomach when they're doing the advantage. The other thing is everybody has different times they like to do it. And so, as long as you do it, that's great. So kind of notice when you like to take your advantage as well. My husband takes his in the morning, and then if he remembers, one in the afternoon, but always first thing in the morning. Me, I usually do it in the afternoon because I don't usually eat lunch, or I'll eat a late breakfast, and then it's kind of like my afternoon snack almost, because collagen is protein. Okay, so this is a nice little visual. So the MetaPWR oil and the soft gel, I like to take, I put my oil in my water. I put it in my glass of water or in my water bottle. That I pretty much, and every now and again, I'll use the other citrus oils, but I really love the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend, and I love what it does for me. So I'm all about it. The MetaPWR soft gel, the bigger one, I take one of those first thing in the morning, and I take another one later in the day if I think about it, just because, but I always take one in the morning. Then the beadlets I keep in my purse. I also keep them at my desk. If I feel like I'm craving something or I don't have good snack around, I'll just grab a couple beadlets, and they also freshen your breath. And then the gum, I keep that in my car, and I chew it like if I've eaten and I don't have my toothbrush, I'll chew the gum to make sure I have nothing in my teeth. And also if I'm feeling hungry or like I want a snack and I don't have access to food at the moment, I will chew on that until I can get somewhere and have something healthy to eat. So it's first thing in the morning, and I take another one later in the day if I think about it, just because, but I always take one in the morning. Then the beadlets I keep in my purse. I also keep them at my desk. If I feel like I'm craving something or I don't have good snack around, I'll just grab a couple beadlets, and they also freshen your breath. And then the gum, I keep that in my car, and I chew it. Like if I've eaten and I don't have my toothbrush, I'll chew the gum to make sure I have nothing in my teeth. And also if I'm feeling hungry or like I want a snack and I don't have access to food at the moment, I will chew on that until I can get somewhere and have something healthy to eat. So I really enjoy that. I'm not really a gum chewer. And a lot of people say, oh, I'm not a gum chewer. Well, neither am I. But if I'm in the car and I'm going somewhere and I ate quickly and ate on the way, I love having the MetaPWR gum to freshen my breath and make sure I don't have food in my teeth. I have my flossers and my MetaPWR gum in the car. I'm good to go. And then finally, at the bottom, you can shake in the shaker bottle or whatever. The advantage with water, cold water, I like it cold. And they say to drink it, within a reasonable amount of time. Don't drink it like hours later, because it's very active and living. And the cold water activates it. I mean, it can be tap water too. Just room temperature water. It doesn't have to be cold, but I enjoy it cold, and I add a few ice cubes to help it stir up when I shake it. And then you take your assist with your largest or heavy carb loaded meal. So that is how we MetaPWR.